Good morning, dear children. So, I am back again with a new topic of grammar, and this new topic is tenses. So, this is our 11th chapter of grammar, that is tenses. So, after this chapter, we will continue with the 12th chapter, and the 12th chapter is present tense. So, let's start with the 11th chapter, that is tenses. So, first of all, what is tenses? Tenses is the way verbs relate their meanings to time. Tenses are different forms a verb can take to indicate the times of action. There are mainly three types of tenses in English, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. So, the present tense, a verb in the present tense tells about an action in the present time, that is now. For example, cooks, walk, is and are. So I have written here 4 examples of present tense. So first here I have written cooks, whereas in second tense verb I have written walk. So why I have written cooks and walk here? To explain you where to use cooks and where to use s or es and where to use not to use s or es. So let's see. So he, she, it. If the subject is given in he, she, it or any singular number, in that case we use s or es with the base form of verb. And if I, you or any plural number is given in the subject, then in that case we don't use s or es with the base form of the verb. That means in simple present tense we use the base form of the verb, and in case of he, she, it and singular number we use s or es, and in case of I, you and all the plural numbers we don't use s or es. Now the next one is past tense. A verb in the past tense tells about an action in the past time, that is earlier. So let's take the same examples here. Cooks will change into cooked. In past tense, cooks will change into cooked. Walk will change into walked. Is, was, are, were. Okay. So these are the past forms of the verb. In both singular and plural number, we use the same past forms of the verbs. Next, the third one is the future tense. A future tense verb tells about an action in the future time, that is later. So, the examples here: cook, will cook, will walk and will shall. So these are the examples of future tense. So let's understand it with the help of this table. So here first of all I have mentioned here verbs base form. So the verbs base form here is cook. Cook is the verbs base form. Okay. And in present tense we will use cooks. In case of he, she, it or any singular number we will use cooks, and in case of I, you and the plural numbers we write here cook. Past tense cooked, and the future tense will cook. In the same way, the next one walk. The base form is walk. Present tense walks or walk. Past tense walked and future tense will walk. So this is about the 11th chapter, that is tenses. Now we'll start with our 12th chapter. 12th chapter will start with the present tense. So we'll start with present tense that is given in our 12th chapter. Now let's start with the first tense, that is present tense. So the present tense refers to present time, that is now, or the time of speaking or writing. So not only that, but generally facts or things that are always true are also expressed in the present time. The present tense has four forms: simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So let's start with simple present tense. Okay, simple present tense is used to express facts, states, and truths. In simple present tense, we generally use the base form of the verb. Okay, so here I have written how to make sentence in simple present tense. So first of all, for making the sentence in simple present tense in assertive sentences, we will discuss about assertive, negative, and interrogative sentences, how to make sentences in simple present tense. So first of all, assertive sentence. So in assertive sentence, we also call it positive sentence. Okay. So in this, first of all, we write subject. And after writing subject, we write the base form of verb. And after the base form of verb, we write the object of the sentence. We write only these three things. First of all, subject, then base form of verb, and then object in simple present tense in case of assertive sentences. So let's check. Here is one thing that you should always remember while making sentences in simple present tense in assertive sentence. So the thing that you should always keep in your mind is that in case of he, she, it, or any singular number, use base form of verb plus s or es with the base form. Like I am giving you one example here. If I say she drinks coffee. So in this sentence you can see that I have used the subject she. As the subject is she, that's why I am writing s with the base form of drink. Okay. So he drinks coffee, she drinks coffee, Ram drinks coffee, Rani drinks coffee. In all such cases where the singular numbers are given or he, she, it are given, we use the s or es with the base form of verb. Second, here it is given in case of you, I, or any plural number, we don't use s or es, we simply use base form of verb. Let us take the same example here. In place of she, let's write here you. You drink coffee. So here you can see that I have not used s or es while making the sentence. So this is assertive sentence. Simple present tense in case of negative sentences. So in case of negative sentences, we write subject plus do not or does not. In case of I, you and plural numbers, we write do not. In case of he, she, it or singular numbers, we write does not. Then base form of verb and then object. So we make the sentence by using this. Okay. So let's make one sentence to understand it well. So here first of all we make the sentence by using the plural number or I or you. So let's make the sentence we do not, we is the subject, do not, after that base form, use, then object, plastic bags. So here in this sentence we can see that as we have used we as the subject of the sentence, that's why we have written here do not. So we do not use plastic bags. Next, by using, by if the subject is he, she, it or any singular number. So let's take one example here. Rani. As I am writing here a singular number, a name of one person, that's why Rani does not. Does not, base form of the verb, use plastic bags. In case of question or interrogative sentences. So in cases of question or interrogative sentences, in simple present tense, we make the sentence by using do or does. The sentence starts with do or does. So as I told you, do with I, you and plural numbers, and does with he, she, it and singular numbers. So do, does, after writing do, does or does, write subject and then base form of verb and then object of the sentence. So let's make two sentences again here. One using the singular number and the other is using the plural number. So first let us use the singular number here, plural number here. So let's write you. Do you like music? Do you like music? So here do, as I have written here you, the subject is you, so that's why I am using do. Okay, the question here, I started my question by using do. Do you like music? And then don't forget to put question mark. So let's take the another example here. Does she like music? Always remember one thing, when we are using do or we are using does here, we will not use s or es form of the verb here. So does she like music? Okay, so I think this is enough for today. Today I explained you the simple present tense in all the three forms, that is in assertive form, in question, in interrogative form and in negative form, how to frame sentences in simple present tense. So tomorrow in my next video I will tell you about the present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous tenses. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.